What's up, man? Hope all is well. Um, we're talking QB sweep to the outside. All right, QB sweep. This is not a new play. Okay, it's just like Sonic. In fact, we're actually going to call it Sonic. All right, but it's going to be 11 and 19 Sonic. Okay, so we've already introduced 41 and 49 Sonic. That's the jet sweep to this H right here. Okay, out of ace, and we can do it out of doubles. All right, we're going to run QB sweep. Okay, so it's going to be 11 and 19 Sonic. Nothing changes, guys. So it's not technically, it is not a new play. Okay, it's just a different ball carrier, but the same concept. So let's just take a look here. This should go pretty quick, guys. I'll run this out of ace, but I'll also run this out of doubles as well. All right, I'm a big guy. I'm a big consistency guy. Try to keep the blocking rules the same, keep our principles the same, keep our rules the same, just so it becomes second nature. All right. So we're gonna call this right here, guys. All right. As you can see, we're an ace right. All right. So we got ace right. All right, but we're gonna call it 19 Sonic. All right. We don't have to tag a thing because we got one. All right. Quarterback's the ball carrier. 9, it's going to the left. Sonic, that's the concept. We're all reach blocking to the left. Okay, we're all trying to get leverage here, guys. All right, so let's just start from the perimeter on in. Okay, one blocks one. We're gonna drop our hips and do a good job. All right, mirroring him. Okay, if he wants to shoot inside, okay, we're gonna pin him. All right, and then the quarterback can take that up the sideline. Okay, but normally, cornerback. Correct me if I'm wrong, but cornerbacks are pretty well coached up to nothing gets around you. All right, nothing gets outside of you. All right, you set the sideline. All right, so I mean, if they're on discipline, they'll pinch in, try to make a play, but then you got nobody except for the free safety to make a play when it bounces outside. Okay, so let's just keep it consistent, guys. Unless we want to make a small a change here, but if the play's going outside to the left, all right, we're gonna push to crack right there. Okay. All right, we get the back right here, guys. So he knows, all right, we're getting the ball outside. All right, speed outside. All right. So he's the unblocked guy because he's got great angle right there, great leverage. Okay. And we're up on that guy. All right. He may, come down, kick him out. Okay. He may even go in a little bit. All right. If he thinks it's like a quick slant or whatnot, he may try to reroute him. If he does that, we're in great shape. All right, but just be aggressive on that guy. Okay, don't wait, don't catch. All right, make him make the wrong decision. O lineman. All right, we reach block into the left. We're getting leverage to the left, guys. Okay, because it's a sweep, it's a Sonic, it's the same play. We're here. Stay on your track. All right. Hey, we're taking a step here. Okay, that's the big misconception here, guys. Is I got that guy, I got this guy, I got that guy. No, that's not how we're gonna approach this. At least I don't think we should. Okay, because defense is pinch, defense is loop, defense is hit gaps. Okay, so we don't want like this situation here. Let's just say that we said, okay, I got like if the left tackle says I got the end, and then all of a sudden the end goes down. All right, he's going to turn his shoulder pads that way. Okay, and then the guard is going to get caught up in that, and then that linebacker is just going to come underneath and make that play. Okay, so we want to take good angles. Okay, so obviously if he's really outside, if that D end is outside that left tackle, all right, we're still trying to get leverage. We don't stop after the first contact. We don't stop after the second step. All right, if he really pushes it, just drive his rear end to the sideline. All right, we have talented backs with good vision, football IQ that can read blocks. Okay, so we're on that angle. I can't tell you where the DN's going. All right, if he's playing football, if he's just playing base up here, we're trying to get good leverage on him. Left guard, we're stepping here in case he pinches, right? If he doesn't pinch, if he shoots his hips outside, then I just keep climbing. I stay on that track right there. Center, obviously we got this zone block. I don't want to say I got the one because if the one all of a sudden goes from this A gap and he shoots into that A gap, the guard's going to take him. So we're zone block into the left. If this linebacker blitzes, that's our guy right there. Okay, that's the beauty of zone blocking, which we'll get into as well. We're not just going to be a gap team. We're also going to incorporate zone blocking schemes as well. Okay, so we're here. We're getting here. Okay, and then obviously since the play is going to be hitting out there backside. Okay, if nobody pinches into that A gap, I call it 12-yard pylon. 12-yard. This play we don't have to block anybody on the backside. 12-yard pylon. Well, coach, what happens if that DN chases the play down? He's a great player, but that's why I'm going to have that H kind of just sealing right there in case he pinches down or, chases it from the backside, I can get a shoulder pad on him. Okay. All right. Quarterback number one, obviously, most important thing, catch first. Okay. And then we're getting outside. We're getting we don't want to get too far downhill, and we don't want to bubble out either. All right. We're taking that thing. I don't know why that just did that. Sorry. Okay. We're taking that thing, and we're just getting speed to the outside. Okay. You've run this play. I've seen you guys run this play on film. Very successful play. All right. At the end of the day, nothing changes. Okay. It's the exact same blocking. This is 19 Sonic. All right. And he's just taking that right outside. I don't know why it won't let me tell it straight. There we go. All right. And then boom, we're right up the sideline. Okay. We're getting width first. Okay. See what you got. This guy may come down. You just rip, if he comes down, rip it right up. Okay. If he, pinches down, then we get the edge. All right. Use your speed. Use your power. All right. Quarterback's great in the open field. All right. Definitely doesn't go down with the first hit. So this is a great play. It's just another element to get the ball outside, guys. Okay. I'll draw this up on the right before we do it into doubles. Okay. So give me 1 second. All right. Let's go with. Let's make this a full screen here. All right. So just Orlando, opposite play. Same play, opposite side. Okay. Orlando, that's what I call it. Okay. 11 Sonic. All right. 11. Oh, my fault. Let me just switch this up. I got to flip the back here. All right. All right. Defense might be thinking buck. All right. They may load up over there. They may put their bodies over there to stop run. All right. So we're going to go 11 Sonic. Okay, that tells the whole play. 11. All right. 1, quarterback's the ball carrier. 1, it's going to the right. All right. And then Sonic, we're reach blocking to the left. Okay. 1 blocks 1. We're here. We're going to push crack right there. We got great angle right there. All right. We're obviously out on that overhang defender, that outside linebacker right there. He may come down he may come down hard. Okay, he may be passive. He may try to reroute. Okay, we just got to see what he does. All right, but that, like I said, be aggressive. Be aggressive. Don't just sit. Don't just catch. Don't dance with him. All right, be physical with him. All right, here's my track here. Okay, here's my track here. Here's my track here. 12-yard pylon. 12-yard pylon. 12-yard pylon. Seal anything on that back edge right there. Okay. Quarterback catch. All right. And use your speed. Use your speed. Use your power. Let's get outside. Let's get some width. Okay. Just in case this guy flies up the field, which I don't think he will, but we don't want to run at him. Okay. This is sweep. Okay. This is just almost like it's exactly like a jet, but the quarterback's catching it and he's getting outside. All right. And boom. I like our guys. All right. Got good angle here, good leverage right here, so I can pin that guy. All right, the back's going to do a great job getting physical on this guy right here. We're going to stock block, drop our hits, play football with him. If he wants to, force the play inside and he, rips outside, we just turn him out to the sideline. All right, quarterback catch and go. All right, that's we want to hit that right there. We have great personnel for this play. All right, let's put this in for. Let's just run it out of doubles, guys. All right, let's run it out of doubles. Just so give me a second here. All right, let's just fix the formation. All right. Okay. So, obviously, we're not in doubles. We're not going to have a tight end. We're not going to have a Y. Okay. We'll have our speed guys on the field, our receivers on the field. We'll definitely have like the X, the Z. All right, the S. Okay. Tailback. Let's just take a look here. So I know these numbers these letters don't change, but you can kind of understand the premise of the play right here, guys. Okay. All right. We'll just put that H out there. All right. Don't get caught up on the letters on this, guys. Okay. So, all right. So let's just say we're we're gonna run a 19. We call them the huddle. We're in doubles. I yell doubles, 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 doubles. Okay. We're gonna call it doubles 19 Sonic. All right. So doubles right, doubles left, whatever it is. Okay. 19 Sonic. Okay. Coach will coach you up. Who goes to doubles right? Who goes to doubles left? Okay. Now the back, the onus is on the back, so you have to have half a brain here. So the back is obviously on Sonic, the lead blocker. Okay, so if we're calling 19, all right, we don't want to end up over here. All right, we don't want to line up to the right of the quarterback. We want to line up to the left of the quarterback. We're going to cheat out just a little bit just to help us out. Okay, so that's when the onus on the back's alignment for a lot of the plays, guys, is just the direction of the play, and the back would align up to wherever the play's going. Okay, so obviously if he's getting the ball, okay, let's just say it's a 21 buck, he's going to line up on the left. If it's a 29 buck, he's going to line up on the right. So you'll get it, okay? And then if it's drop back pass, coaches will coach you up on what we have to do there. We'll get to that, okay? So let's just talk about block. So in doubles, a lot of the times, guys, we'll go 4-2-5. All right, we'll just do that, okay? And yeah, we'll go 2-2 techniques, okay? All right, we'll make him wide. All right, so quarterback takes a pitcher. We got two deep safeties here, so it's an open shell. Okay, so a lot of the times, actually, I can't predict it. So sometimes, okay, in a 4-2-5, okay, let's just stack those over the guards there. Okay, let's just say in a 4-2-5, okay, they put the strength opposite the back or the field. Okay, wherever there's more real estate. Okay, so let's just say that the back is kind of the apex guy between the tackle and then the slot. Okay, so we got three guys, okay, covering two over there, okay? Do we want to run it over there? Could we run it over there? Yeah, technically you still could run it. I'll draw that up, all right? But obviously we want to kind of run to a side where, they're a little bit more susceptible. Every defense has a weak point, all right? So if we call doubles, okay, doubles right, doubles left, it doesn't matter, okay? We're going to go with 19 Sonic, all right? 19 Sonic, so how's that look? It's the exact same how it looked during ace, guys. Okay, so we got here. We're going push to crack. Nothing changes. We're stock blocking here. We're reaching. We get leverage. We're getting leverage. Okay, we're getting leverage on that too. Okay, we're hoping that he gets to linebacker too. So hey, two guys on a linebacker, it's never a bad thing. Okay, we're getting great leverage on that end. If he shoots outside, 12-yard pylon, 12-yard pylon. Okay, and then we got lead block here, boom, climb, quarterback catch, speed to the outside. All right, that is 19 Sonic, 19 Sonic. All right, so let's see if I can do this without having to redo the whole thing. And then we'll go 11 Sonic. Can't do it? Okay, never mind. All right, so let's go, all right, redo. Let's go reset all. Okay, so let's go. All right, so let's just say we call it, and they got. We're running it into the three side defense. Can't talk. Here we go. We're in doubles. We're here. Okay, we're here. So the call is 11 Sonic. Okay, 11 Sonic. We're in doubles. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's put the, we're capping here. Okay, we're capping here. All right. All right, we got two in the box. All right, we got 2 2s. We'll stick with the 2 2s. He'll be wide. Okay, let's put that apex guy right there. Okay. So quarterback, so he sees the middle of the field's open. Okay, he sees two safeties right here. Okay, and then he counts the box because it's literally right in front of his field of vision. Okay, so we got 6 in the box here. Okay, we got 2 here. All right, open. We got 6 in the box. We got 5 guys blocking. Okay, the call is 11 Sonic. Okay, so the tailback knows if it's an 11 Sonic, he's gonna move. He's gonna shift over to the right. All right, so he's here. Okay, we're gonna go. Nothing changes. 1 blocks 1. Push to crack. Okay, leverage. Reach, leverage, reach, center, leverage, reach on that 2. 12-yard pylon, 12-yard pylon, climb to safety, catch, sprint, speed to the outside. And, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't, the backside, guys. Same thing. Hey, 12-yard pylon, find somebody to hit. 12-yard pylon, find somebody to hit. Okay, that is 11 Sonic out of doubles. We'll go 19 quick. Bear with me. Okay, doubles. We'll throw 3-4 defense. All right, so you kind of get a good look there too. Okay. 19 Sonic, back goes to the left. We'll go 3-4. Here's my apex guy right there. Here's my safety. Here's my safety. Here's my corner. Here's my corner. All right. Here's my apex. Okay, we're going to be over the guard. We're going to be over the guard here. Okay, so fellas, we got doubles. Okay, doubles right, doubles left. Okay, we're going 19 Sonic. Back shifts, back goes to the left because he's the lead blocker. Okay, stick with our principles. One blocks one. First defender inside. We don't even have to push vertical. We're going to go right, take a good angle right there. Okay, because he's the first defender inside of us. All right. Where here, our aiming point is going to be not at this end here. It's wider than that end. All right. So I want to stay on that track. Okay. I want to stay on that track. Because a lot of the times, guys, in a 3-4, that guy, they just don't concede the B gap. All right. Those guys will pinch down into the B gap a lot of the times. They're not going to leave that just empty. All right. So if that's the case, tackle, all right, if he shoots down, we're not chasing him. All right, because this guy is probably going to be scraping across for that play. Okay, now pick him up. I'm here. Okay, center. Don't worry about that guy. That's going to be the guards guy. Okay, if he pinches. Okay, obviously if he pinches to this gap, the center's got him. Okay, and then guard if he pinches to that gap, 12-yard pylon, 12-yard pylon, 12-yard pylon, 12-yard pylon. Okay, back. You see the slot blocks down. He's free. I'm physical. Whoop, my fault. Fix that. There we go. Yep, I'm physical right on that safety. He may come down hard, okay? Because those safeties, they run the alley pretty well, okay? That's why I'm a guy. All right, that's why I pick up. Quarterback catch, speed to the outside. All right, that is 19 Sonic, guys. 19 Sonic. I hope this helps. All right. Yeah, any questions, feel free. Don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. All right, we're almost done. Okay, we almost got the whole playbook in for runs, and now just going to apply it to different formations. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time.